Okay, this is 𝗪𝗲𝗂𝗧 again with another one of my site review videos. And what I've got today is a couple of websites from the accounting profession. I just typed in the keywords accountants Melbourne, the keyword phrase accountants Melbourne, which is in Victoria, Australia. And up came all these results, of course. And so I selected two at random from the Google AdWords results. So these are both accounting businesses that are paying Google to be seen. They're paying for advertising. So they're obviously looking to get more clients. I also noticed, based on a very small and quick search to see if they come up in the organic listings for some of the accounting type keywords that people might type in, and they didn't feature all that prominently. So they're paying money for the advertising to get seen, but they're not being seen so much under the organic listings, the natural listings as some people call them. So that suggests that there hasn't been a lot of SEO type work, search engine optimization work, done for these two sites. So anyway, we've got the first one here. It's called 13 Concepts. This is the home page. It's one of these new modern style pages that graphic designers just love to install. You see how you've got all of that happening there. All right, and then we see the introduction. At 13 Concepts, we have a far more crucial role than your average accountant or professional advisor. This is the welcoming message, and it's really important that the welcoming message hits the spot. If it doesn't, people are going to click off real fast. They're going to go to the next one on their list. We see the importance in today's digital era that accounting is no longer purely about financials and tax returns, and engaging customers requires more than just a website. Okay, well, they're talking about engaging customers. Guess what? They didn't engage me. They're talking about customers, like a third party, instead of talking about me as an individual. That's what I'm thinking. I don't want to hear about 13 Concepts and how wonderful they are. All I want to know is, what are they going to do for me? Why should I deal with them? And if this opening statement is any guide, it's probably not going to ring any bells for me. We continue on. We provide all of the necessary taxation, accounting and compliance services, but in addition provide a range of strategic, advisory, wealth and digital services. And that's great. I love that stuff for an accounting firm. Accounting firms are often compliance focused, right? So we've got some value add here, but let's rewrite the copy to involve the reader right from the get-go, to really involve the reader and to get them excited. Because if you get prospective clients excited, guess what? They're going to lean forward, they're going to put up their hand, and they're going to say, hey, you're for me. You're ringing my bells. It's resonating. I want to do business with you guys. That's what the website is supposed to do. It's not just about information. It should also be motivational. So that's what a website needs to do. It needs to ring our bells, get us excited so that we move forward and make an inquiry and hopefully become a client. So that's not happening with this site. It's not happening. It's a bit turgid. The copy is bland. We're wanting to create a narrative that will excite people. So look, a lot of people, a lot of business owners, experts, professionals, etc., they think that a website, its purpose is just to provide information. They're wrong. It's not. It's also to provide motivation, because we want to motivate people to take the next step. And the way to motivate people is to turn them into a believer early on. The website has got the potential to do that. Now, of course, they need to meet up with the practice professionals and all the rest of it, and that's critical, because if they don't like who they're dealing with, well, they're not going to deal with them. They don't like the person they're talking to. But the website these days is often the first port of call for a person and for a prospective client. And the website needs to do some of the heavy lifting. It's not just there to impart information. There has to be more than that. Okay, so now as we scroll down, we've got different tabs: accounting, consulting, digital, wealth. All right, and a bit of blurb there. I'm not sure about the layout here. I don't know, it just seems a bit clunky. Maybe it's just me. Let's have a look at our story. Well, where's the story? They say a photograph is worth 1,000 words or something. They say a photograph is worth more than 1,000 words or 10,000 words, but look, you do need more than a photograph, particularly for a business such as an accounting business. You've got to have some text in there so you can educate people and persuade. Okay? So who's Mark? Let's see a bit of a profile about him. Robert, Chris, etc. Who are these people? I'd like to know something about them. Wouldn't you? If you're a prospective accounting client, you're looking for an accounting firm to link up with, you would like to know a little bit about the people behind it. So it doesn't really tell a story at all. It's just got some imagery. And that is a problem with a lot of sites that have been put together by graphic designers, very big on imagery, but not that great on substance. So we've got the different categories here in the navigation bar. We've got the accounting category, understanding the numbers. Yeah. I would, if it was me, I don't know, I'd possibly change the layout. It's a little blocky. But certainly I would be probably rejigging the headlines to give them a little bit more sparkle. Okay? And certainly the body copy itself, it continues on. It's fairly, as I said before, turgid. It doesn't ring any bells for me. All right, and on we go. Consulting, same sort of thing. Yeah, well, that's review and analysis. Yeah, more or less the same sort of thing. I'm not going to go through all of it. Let's have a look at the news and advice page, kind of like a blog page. Okay. Now, one good thing here, it's up to date. They've got recent content. October the 7th, 2015. B2B advertising, sell the steak. Top 10 tax tips for good record keeping. 5 social media tips. So there's some content in there that would be perhaps interesting to business-oriented prospective clients. SMS, okay, self-managed super funds, etc. I haven't reviewed the actual quality of the articles themselves. I've just looked at the opening sentences, and looks pretty good. Perhaps they've outsourced this role and they've got a professional writer who's putting together the copy, putting together these stories. So that's fine. Let's look at the just one thing. B2B advertising, sell the steak. All right, well, this is kind of a marketing-oriented blog post, and if the practice isn't really offering marketing kind of services, we're probably not going to have a call to action. But where it's specifically a tax-oriented or business management type of a topic, I want to have a call to action. And the call to action should be at the bottom with an offer, maybe an offer of a free 20-minute consultation or something like that. Okay? Most professional service firms will give away the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes as an offer for a prospective client. So I would put that at the bottom with a little headline, bottom of each of the relevant articles. contact us. All right, there's no, there's a phone number field there, people can phone, and there's a form field. Now, there's no phone number field. And if it was me, I would be adding a phone number field so that you can employ somebody, one of the assistants, practice manager or something, to just phone the person that made the inquiry, a non-sales way, to say, notice that you've filled out a form after visiting our site. Is there anything we can help you with? Something like that. Just very low key, a nice, warm PR call. You'd be surprised what comes from, what will come from some of the phone calls that are made. Remember, the phone is more powerful than email. Email is great, but the phone takes it to another level. To connect with a real person often has a powerful effect in on the thinking of that prospective client. And you know, they're thinking, wow, nobody else has done this before. No other accounting firm has phoned me in a pleasant way and offered help. No one's done that before. I'm impressed. That's what you're wanting people to say or think. I'm impressed. This is good. Maybe I should book in that free consultation offer because maybe I want to do business with this firm. All right, let's have a look at the other one I've got. Okay, this one is 𝗪𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗧𝗪 Partners. This is their new website apparently. And got some nice imagery on the front there. Tell me more button. More than just business accountants, your trusted partners. Our specialist services include accounting, self-managed super funds, business advisory services, budget planning. They're very much targeted towards the self-managed superannuation fund sector and the small to medium-sized business sector. Now, just look at this here. More than just business accountants, your trusted business advisors. Just a small thing there. The T should be a capital. Okay, I'm a stickler for that sort of thing. At Robertson Voss, we take the time to understand your specific need. At least they put the U word in there early on, which is good. Specific circumstances, so we can tailor solutions that maximise returns. Because we love what we do, we strive to always be at the forefront of tax and superannuation laws, blah, blah, blah. Fairly standard sort of stuff. It still doesn't hit the spot, right? It doesn't resonate. I'm putting myself in the position of a prospective client and saying, well, does this gel with me? Does this excite me a little bit? Does this instill belief? Is this the sort of business or practice I want to be involved with? It's all a bunch of cliches and stuff like that, but that's okay to a degree. Now, accounting and tax solutions. So we've got the navigation bar there. Let's have a look here. We'll just pick one. Business advisory services. All right. Business advisory services take your business to the next level, whether you're a sole trader, partnership, setting up a company or trust, or considering purchasing a new business. We have the expertise. All right. What about something to show me as a business owner that you can help me improve my bottom line? Profit-oriented discussion, that sort of thing. Okay? Financial health checks, business performance review and industry, business structure and restructuring. Whether you're deciding between setting up a company, setting up a trust, going to partners, choosing the correct business structure. Furthermore, that's very formal. As these goals and objectives shift and the business grows, it may be necessary to restructure. What about adding the word your business instead of the business? Okay, they've got the U word in there, which is good. All right, so once again, I know accounting firms need to be nice and conservative, but you could still add a little bit of sizzle You're going to add a little bit of sizzle and people will respond. Now, let's have a look at the testimonial. They do have a testimonial page. Notice that this one back here doesn't have any testimonial page. Nothing. Nothing about their customers. Okay. So we've just got some raw quotes here. Robinson Voss Partners not only show attention to detail, but they back it up with exceptional customer service. I have and will continue to recommend their services. Okay, it's a very small testimonial. What I like to do is develop a testimonial story. And one of the ways to do that is to kind of interview your happy client and dig a bit deeper. They say attention to detail. Can you give me an example as to how much attention to detail the firm provided? Give us a real life example. They back it up with exceptional customer service. Do you have an example of exceptional customer service? Remember, specifics outsell generalities every day of the week. Now, if we had a bit more information like that in the testimonial, or even external to the testimonial, we could build a narrative, a little testimonial story. The other point is that there are no photographs here. I want a photograph of the testimonial giver. So we've got 𝗪𝗪𝗧. And it's easy enough to do. It doesn't mean if Hugh's going to be a bit slow getting a photograph to you, you should be able to find his photo on his own website and grab it from there. And it gives Hugh a bit of publicity. What about adding a bit of value to Hugh by making his business name a hot link? So you're adding value to your clients. A hot link back to his website. He's given you a testimonial. Why not give him a link in return? This next story here goes into a bit more detail. That's good, more detail. But we need photographs, we need a hot link, etc. What about headline? Give each little testimonial a headline. People will gravitate towards the headline first. It lifts the page, gives the page more oomph, gives it more sizzle. A testimonial page is a great idea, but often they're let down by they're just poorly executed. Simple as that. If you get 3 or 4 good testimonials, you can transform a testimonial page. Okay, now I've just gone to the About Us page a bit more. Need a stronger narrative here. What is the point of difference? You say, provide a fresh approach to business services, blah, blah. Okay, what's the fresh approach? Specifics outsells generalities every day of the week. What is the fresh approach? I want to know. I don't just want a broad promise. I want some specifics, because that will help to give me belief and will help me to get a little bit motivated to take the next step, because that's what we're wanting to do. We're wanting our website to almost compel people to take action. It's not just a place for information. It's a place for motivation as well. Okay, back over here to the latest news tab. I'm not sure about this graphic. It's a bit, I don't know, it's a little bit out of whack with the rest of the site in terms of the visuals. Okay. Is your business funding your next step? As a business owner, you have an asset that delivers. I haven't read all the copy here. Okay. Maybe you could break the copy up, put a few subheadings in there as well. You've got a call to action here, which is great. Okay. I'd probably put I definitely would put a headline there with an offer, free 30-minute consultation, value $200 or whatever. $150. Give us a call, and then under that you could have a link to a capture page. Now this is another thing. You could have a link, to a form, a page with a form on it, and then you could build a list and you could communicate with your list. Because not everybody's ready to change accountants right now, but they may be ready in 3 months' time. They may be ready in 6 months' time. So if you are able to capture people's contact details, including a phone number, and including an email, and then you nurture the people who opt into your email list, when they are ready, they're far more likely to do business with you because you're the only one who's been following them up. You see? So I wouldn't just have this. I would have a link to a dedicated, what we call a lead capture page, or an opt-in page, so that people can opt in to receive free updates and newsletters. All right. So that's that there. Let's have a look at the Contact Us page. Once again, there's no phone number here. No phone number field. I would have a phone number field added, and then have somebody just make a nice little phone call. Hey, we saw that you made an inquiry as a result of visiting our website. Is just wondering, is there anything we can help you with right now? It's all you need to do. It might mean, well, I don't know how many inquiries you're going to get. You're spending money on Google. This company is spending money on Google AdWords. So let's say you're getting 10 a week or 5 a week or something like that. It's not going to take long for a girl to make those phone calls, and but 1 in 10 may go somewhere. They may end up doing business. Worth it. All right, this is not an exhaustive look at the accounting firm company websites or accounting practice websites, but just gives you an idea as to what can be done to move a website from being kind of ho-hum to the point where it actually motivates people to want to do business with you. All right, this is 𝗪𝗲𝗧𝗏. Bye for now.